Alrighty, here we go. Rebecca Hawkins, after her, what a match it was with Joey in the end, but Rebecca Hawkins will be finishing her series. She's got two more opponents, that being Pegasus and then Yugi himself. Given her win-loss record, if we compare her to the Duelist Kingdom table, Rebecca would still be first. So even if she lost the next two matches, which I doubt, I don't think she'll lose to Pegasus, but, well, hey, you never know. Alright, Shadow Ghoul on first turn. There's Commencement Dance as well. She could play Performance of Sword straight up, but she'd have to sacrifice Shadow Ghoul. And she doesn't. She plays down Skalengal. She's also got Negate Attack as well. Now, how would Pegasus's deck match up here? If he plays Toon World and gets some of those Toon Monsters to the field, he could actually have... Rebecca might actually have a bit of trouble defending against that. Alright, Skalengal's flipped up, so Witch of the Black Forest has come to her hand. There's Yurubi from Pegasus. Yurubi was a card that was in Pegasus's original structure deck, or starter deck. Why Yurubi was in there is a question, but it's just to pay a little bit of a nod to that original starter deck Pegasus that came out in 2000 and... was it 2002 or 2003? Might have crept into 2003 with that one. Alright, there's Wabaku. And, oh, Becca goes for the Shadow Ghoul early. So it'll only be at 1700. There's only one monster in her graveyard. Alright, and there is an attack on Yurubi, so 200 points off of Pegasus. And flip of turn. Ugh, quick drink break. Oh! Oh, we saw a fissure just as I took the first swig of a fresh can of Coca-Cola. We see a fissure, take out Shadow Ghoul, and now we see Pegasus with Witch of the Black Forest of his own. Now, Becca also has a Witch of the Black Forest. There's a polymerization. And, oh, okay, Becca's gone for attack mode. Wow, this is reckless. Is this tilt from the match with Joey? Tilt being a word used for someone who is frustrated and play recklessly. They will both pull a card from their deck from this. Pegasus, oh, he's pulled Flying Elephant. And Becca, after seeing Flying Elephant, has decided to go with Morphing Jar. It may not have been the best move for Becca to attack with that Witch of the Black Forest. She may have been better off going for a defensive, but... oh, and this is why. Flying Elephant to the field, Toon Table of Contents is followed. And Toon World has been pulled to Pegasus's hand. Does cost 1,000 points to play. There it is. Does he have any Toon Monsters in his hand? No, straight to the battle phase. Flying Elephant as well. If Becca uses a Dark Hole on that, Flying Elephant won't be destroyed. And if it did a direct attack, Pegasus would win. Flying Elephant is an instant victory card. It's a difficult one to pull off, but it is possible. Okay, there's Morphing Jar. And Becca is set down her whole hand, except for Performance of Sword and Commencement Dance, which would be able to get over Flying Elephant, but she's got no monsters to tribute. She could have pulled Hysteric Fairy and then hoped to gain another monster, but it would have been a risk. She's on the ropes here. Attacking with Witch of the Black Forest might not have been a good idea, as we see a double tribute. And it is Manga Ryuran that comes to the field. Now Becca is in big trouble. That's a special summon. I don't think she's got a trap hold down anyway, but at 2200, it can't attack the turn it's summoned, but it's going to be able to attack directly. And Becca's got nothing to counterplay this with. She flips up Morphing Jar, so both players will get a new hand. And Pegasus... Oh, he dropped 1,000 Eyes idle. Becca has pulled Hysteric Fairy now, but it's still no good. Now Morphing Jar is in attack mode. She has got Ring of Magnetism. But Manga Ryuran is going to get a direct attack here, if it desires. Oh, and there's Toon Mermaid as well. That's a special summon as well. So a face down defense from Pegasus as well. Toon Mermaid won't be able to attack this turn. But this isn't looking good for Becca. She's going to start getting direct attacks by these Toons. And there it is, 2200 off Becca's total. And wow, she may actually struggle against these Toon monsters because she doesn't have a lot of counterplay attack. She's going to need a Dark Hole, and she's going to need it quick. And that's not it, that's a Trap Hole, which won't work on Toon monsters because they're special summons. So she has got Hysteric Fairy. She puts Morphing Jar to defense mode and activates Ring of Magnetism. And she's put that on... She's put that on Morphing Jar. That may bypass the direct attack capabilities of the Toon monsters for a turn and pull the attack towards Morphing Jar. So Ring of Magnetism might actually save Becca for a turn here, while she tries to figure out something that she can do. Oh, there's Dispel. Ring of Magnetism is gone. That's going to relinquish the effect of Manga Ryuran not being able to attack directly. It can now. Another 2200 is going to come off Becca. It costs Pegasus 500 to attack with them as well. But it's not looking good. It looks like Becca is going to lose this first leg to Pegasus. There's Spirit of the Harp. That doesn't help. Wow, Becca's deck may not actually match up very well at all against Pegasus. She's just activated the effect of Hysteric Fairy to pull some life points back. Sangan's effect will activate as well, but there's nothing she has that's going to give her any help. Millennium Shield won't work, it's strong defense, but she's got no monsters to really do anything with. Even if she pulled Polymerization and got sandwiched to the field, it still wouldn't be able to destroy Manga Ryuran. So Becca's deck may have an issue matching up against Toon monsters. Interestingly, because Pegasus is, I think he's mid-tier table. And Arm Ninja is flipped up and manages to hit the Polymerization. So Becca at this rate is only going to last 2 more of Pegasus turns with direct attacks from Manga Ryuran. Manga? Nah, it's more pronounced manga, isn't it? Alright, Pegasus with a face down defense. I used to say manga as a kid, so that kind of, my brain just defaults to saying manga, but manga. As Manga Ryuran goes in for a direct attack again. 2200 points, so 1300 left for Becca. And it looks like that she is going to concede this first leg to Pegasus. This is quite a shock as well. Oh, she has pulled a D-spell. Oh, no way. It's almost as good as a Dark Hole or a Fissure because Toon World is now off the field. Unbelievable pull from Becca. How does she do this? She always pulls the exact cards that she needs. She's got Hysteric Fairy on the field now. If she pulls a Sangan and fuses Sandwich, No, oh, she's gone for... I don't mind that as a move, because Becca needs to get life points back. She only had 1,300 left. Pegasus does still have a trick or two up his sleeve to attack life points, and she pulls Teddy from the effect of Witch of the Black Forest. She could have waited, hoped she got lucky to draw Sangan, but she didn't. And oh, Dream Clown, that's another very dangerous card. So Becca's life point's a bit more safe now. It's a lot more safer than 1,300, that's for sure. And what does Pegasus have in response? He's lost his Toon World. Goes with a face-down defense. And to the end phase. Alright, Becca may be able to bring this one back. And she decides to play Reload. Refresh her hand, and the previous hand was probably better. But she's just played Witch of the Black Forest again here. Maybe had a chance in the match to summon Sangan. Oh, Sandwich. Sorry, and... oh, it's Dragon Piper. Alright, Pegasus has defended. This again here, this may be tough for Becca to get rid of, because Shadow Ghoul's already in the graveyard. She does have Monster Reborn, and if she reborns Shadow Ghoul, there's Bubonic Vermin. So she does have a she does have a Monster Reborn. She's just tributed Witch of the Black Forest to put Millennium Shield in defense mode. Oh. She may have just blown her chance to summon Sandwich there. Unless she thought she still had a Witch of the Black Forest left. She could always use a Monster Reborn on Witch of the Black Forest as well, but she may be trying to bust for her card so she can try and get to that Monster Reborn to get that Shadow Ghoul back. Maybe not a perfect game from Becca, maybe playing from a bit of tilt from the match with Joey. But still winnable, still very winnable. Pegasus only has that Dragon Piper on the field. There's Teddy again. She just had a quick look through the graveyard and did see Shadow Ghoul in there, and I think that's what she might be thinking as well. Monster Reborn. Alright, Pegasus now with 7 cards in hand. That is a large hand for Pegasus. He too also does have a Monster Reborn, and if he reborns Shadow Ghoul, he too will get quite a strong Shadow Ghoul to the field and probably finish Becca off. Trap Hole of Spikes, that will block anything that Pegasus revives and attacks with, if that's what it comes to. Bubonic Vermin is flipped up, so yes, Becca is drawing cards out of her deck here, trying to get to that Monster Reborn. Alright, another play with Hysteric Fairy there, throwing away 2 monsters off the field to give her back some more life points. So she's safe now from life point damage from attacks. Does Pegasus have anything else to attack with? He's got Parrot Dragon stalking around in his deck somewhere. He does also have Ryuran itself as well. There's card destruction. Alright, she holds on to it and just skips a turn. Both card counts starting to get a bit low as well. Maybe that's why Becca hasn't gone for card destruction. But if she really wants that Monster Reborn, Pegasus throws away the Dark Rabbit. There's Magic Jammer. No, okay, so Becca not opting for card destruction. She does have 5 cards in her Spell and Trap card zone now though as well, which isn't fantastic. Pegasus throws away Red Archery Girl. There's... oh, she's just drawn Dark Core. Oh no, she may have just trapped herself. Dark Core could have gotten rid of Dragon Piper, but now Becca, she can't play anymore. She's got good cards in her Magic and Trap card zone, but Pegasus may not actually play anything to activate any of them. Becca needs Pegasus to play a spell card. Otherwise her Magic and Trap card zone is full. Pegasus can literally just sit there and camp right now. And eventually Becca will actually run out of cards in her deck. And where have... Oh, Pegasus just binned Reran. Oh, and there's Dark Hole. And Becca now beginning to throw cards away as well. Oh, not Teddy. Not Teddy. Oh, okay, well. Alright, there's D and Keto. Oh, that'll mean that Magic Jammer can be flipped up. Becca now will have a spot on her field to be able to play Dark Core or Dark Hole. I would say Dark Core. Pegasus playing D and Keto, I guess, just for the hell of it. He doesn't realise what he's done. He just had to sit there and wait for Becca's cards to run out. Oh, and there's Megamorph. Her life points are lower. She'd have to play Dark Core first. Oh, I mean, she can play Megamorph now as well. It doesn't matter. And she can keep Dark Core just in case something goes wrong. Because if Hysteric Fairy's destroyed, Hysteric Fairy will also take Megamorph with it. So I don't mind that. She's got Dark Core as a backup card now as well. Alright, face down defense from Pegasus. Oh, and Mystical Space Typhoon. Pegasus had a card ready. It's been a very different style of play from Becca in this one. Dark Core will only target monsters that are face up. Hysteric Fairy still at 1800. What is that face down? It is Rogue Doll. Alright, 1,000 points can come off of Pegasus here. Sangan would have to attack 5 times to actually get that as a win. Oh, and it's Dark Hole. Becca is running out of monsters here. Now, I think she does still have Monster Reborn. I think Pegasus has one as well. It's been far from a perfect game, that's for sure. Crass Clown is summoned. Maybe Becca a little bit complacent, thought Pegasus might have been an easy opponent. Now she does have Trap Hole. Chooses not to activate it. Oh, Trap Hole of Spikes. Okay. Had them both on the field. Ah, okay, it also does life point damage to Pegasus. And she is running out of monsters. She needs to try and get some attacks happening here. There's Supply Squad, pretty much useless now. She can't play card destruction now either. So she's going to attack with Sangan. How many monsters does Pegasus have left for himself as well? He does have... He would have a Toon Alligator floating around there somewhere. Which is a 1600 defense. There it is, Toon Table of Contents. Oh, look at that, Toon Alligator. 1600 defense. Becca will not be able to get through that. She'll have to attack with Sangan and maybe use Dark Core or Fissure. She does have Fissure as well. There it is, Monster Reborn. Oh, straight for the Dark Hole. Oh my word, she's down to 2 cards in her deck. Down goes Skullengel. She only has to play Monster Reborn. And bring in the Shadow Ghoul. How many cards are in her... How strong is this Shadow Ghoul going to be? It'll be at least 3,000. Yeah, 3,200. Can Pegasus block? He doesn't. First win to Becca in an absolute marathon match, far from perfect, but she just manages to get the job done. Alrighty, second match with Gravekeeper's Vassal. Now I tell you what, the Gravekeepers, what a archetype deck they're going to be. Should I do an early archetypes one against Duelist Kingdom? I don't know if that would make a good series. Can the Gravekeeper's deck beat Duelist Kingdom? In theory, they should be able to, but interesting. What do you all think about that? Could that be an interesting series? Archetypes take on certain eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the Gravekeepers were one of like the first proper archetypes, weren't they? What booster pack did they come out of? Was it Pharaoh's... Was it Pharaonic Guardian? Pharaoh's Servant? Something like that? I'd have to have a look. As Pegasus... Oh, he's drawn Toon World straight off the bat. And has gone with a Toon Table of Contents. Ooh, Toon Summon Skull. To add another Toon Table of Contents. Okay, Pegasus. Not taking any chances here. He's gone straight for the Toons. There's Toon Mermaid. And Red Archery Girl as well. And, tributes Toon Mermaid. And throws down Toon Summon Skull. That's interesting. Well, I guess Toon Mermaid or Red Archery Girl was able to attack that turn. Toon Mermaid wasn't, and since they're both the same amount of strength, although Toon Summon Skull being on the field, that will be able to attack directly next turn. Remember, Pegasus does need to pay 500 life points as well to attack the Toon monsters, but it's not going to matter because Becca has Dispel and she's just got rid of Toon World. It's probably a good thing Pegasus actually tributed Toon Mermaid, because if maybe that was tactical as well, because if Toon World gets destroyed, all the Toon monsters go with it. So Pegasus at least has a monster still on the field here as well. So Red Archery Girl goes to defense mode and Pegasus sets another card in defense. Becca does have a Dark Hole in the waiting as well for poor Pegasus, who's no idea this is coming. The powers of his Millennium Eye do not work in this series. As Becca passes her turn, Spirit of the Harp and Bubonic Vermin on the field. And Pegasus with another face down. He's just switched Red Archery Girl back to attack mode and has gone for the face down that Becca played. So it looks like Pegasus isn't keen on going after that Bubonic Vermin. He would already know what it is because they flip up the way they do. Okay, Witch of the Black Forest is played. Okay. Becca just went for Dark Hole. And she would have done that to utilize the effect of Witch of the Black Forest. Likely going to pull... Oh, she's gone for Shadow Ghoul. So Becca, very early on, has got some monsters to the graveyard and she's gone for Shadow Ghoul. So looking to get that strong monster on the field very early as Pegasus plays Sonic Bird. Becca could have gone for Hysteric Fairy, but there's Black Illusion Ritual from Pegasus. And Sonic Bird goes for a direct attack. Becca does have Trap Hole of Spikes. So Sonic Bird will take 700 points out of Pegasus's total. Becca does still have Sangan as well. So she'd be able to play that and go for 1,000 points of damage. Oh, she's drawn a Wabaku. Oh, how does she do it? How does she do this? How does she draw these cards that are the perfect situation for every time? Because Wabaku now can stop Sangan getting destroyed and Becca can tribute it next turn for Shadow Ghoul. She's been like it the whole series. Just too good with the heart of the cards. Maybe that Teddy really is putting the cards at the top of her deck. Alright, face down defense from Pegasus. Sorry, Magic and Trap. It's too early. Oh man. Another face down spell or trap. And to the end phase. Turn change back to Becca. Oh my god, Fissure. Her hand is just getting better and better. She's got 7 tools of the Bandit there as well. So Sangan's effect will activate. And she goes for Morphing Jar, so she'll be able to renew her hand. She'll have to be careful though, she nearly did outdraw her deck in that first match. And goes in for an attack with Shadow Ghoul. That's 2100 off Pegasus, and he is down to 2600. And it's looking like this one is going to be a whitewash, because Becca is absolutely thumping him in this one. Oh, Toon Table of Contents for a second time, or third time maybe even. Yeah, I think it might be the third one Pegasus has used. Second or third, I don't know anymore. Anyway, we saw Blue Ice Toon Dragon. Ow, Dark Hole. Pegasus pulls a Becca. She doesn't have Magic Jammer on the field, unfortunately for her, but she has got a Fissure in her hand, and she's also got a Morphing Jar in waiting. Pegasus, ooh, interesting, doesn't have a monster to play. Wonder he didn't go for Toon Alligator then. Oh, he played Dark Hole, didn't he? As Becca has set down the Morphing Jar, and it looks like she might be going to set Card Destruction and Fissure. So if she draws a 5-card hand that she doesn't like, she can play Card Destruction and get another new hand. Pegasus won't have an option. So Pegasus goes with another face down spell or trap. Oh, maybe he's bricked. He's got 4 face down spell or traps now. Oh, it'd be a shame if Pegasus is bricked, but that is Yu-Gi-Oh! There's polymerization. So I hope I'm not... I need to get a pop filter for my microphone. I need to get one of those little foam heads. I have got them somewhere, I don't know where it is. As Morphing Jar is activated, 2 more polymerization are drawn. So Becca does have a Monster Reborn in her hand. And she activates Wabaku. Now she has lost Shadow Ghoul already, so she can possibly reborn it. She could actually win the duel this turn. If Pegasus can't block, this one is a whitewash. For those that don't know what the pop filter or the Magic Jammer, Pegasus has no idea how valuable that was. What was I saying? Okay, so F sounds can do it as well, and SH, the sh sounds as well. They can be quite harsh on a microphone. So what you do is you get these things called pop filters, put them in front of the microphone, and the actual the air pressure that comes out the mouth from like the P sound, the P, that makes that really harsh pop sound through the we just saw Relinquish go to the graveyard as well. That P sound, that really harsh enunciation of the syllable, the pop filters take a lot of the harshness off of that, and I don't know where mine are. They have to be around somewhere. If Pegasus can't block here, he's finished. 2200 off, and my word, that is a statement. That is an absolute statement and a half to make to the creator of Duel Monsters, Pegasus himself, who has been absolutely blown away. I mean, Becca only just won the first match, almost on card drawing, but it is as it is. Becca has one more opponent to get through, and that is none other than Yugi himself. And that one will finish up tomorrow, finishing her series. She's only lost once. If you saw the match with Joey, oh, what a match it was, but she unfortunately didn't get the win. If you haven't seen that match, though, it's definitely worth checking out. It was an absolutely great match, but she'll take on Yugi tomorrow, and that will end her series. And yeah, it looks like we might be able to launch the new Jaden one on Monday as well. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.